Hi, I'm Roberto, and this month I'm the lucky GRCC student who gets to bring you inside GRCC, so stay tuned. Welcome back, and welcome to another look into your community college. This month, we'll see one of our best faculty members be recognized by the Grand Rapids Symphony. We'll meet an English professor who has been nominated for a National Teaching Award. We'll get an overview of our amazing music program and we'll hear why students participate in different organizations. We'll learn about the half of the college called Workforce Development, and we'll honor a great supporter of our culinary program. That's a lot to cover, but there's a lot going on. Let's get started. You may have heard that GRCC has committed to purchase the downtown campus of Davenport University. As GRCC faces yet another historic enrollment, the 152,000 square foot property will provide much needed classrooms. Located at 415 East Fulton, the Davenport campus is just 2 blocks from the eastern edge of the current campus, where we have been for 95 years. The purchase will cost an estimated $9.5 million and includes money for renovations which will be completed by Rockford Construction. GRCC will fund the opportunity through the sale of bonds and private donations.
Trustee Anderson.
Yes.
Trustee Hanlon.
Yes.
Trustee James.
Yes.
Trustee Magini.
Yes.
Trustee Stearns.
Yes.
Trustee Verber.
Yes.
And Chairperson Schenk.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You all have done a marvelous job in negotiating this, and it's with gratitude that the board has taken this action tonight. As you all know, this is a significant step forward in the growth and development and future of Grand Rapids Community College, and I think Ellen's motion hit it on the head, thinking beyond our experience and beyond our terms.
Every year, GRCC nominates faculty for the prestigious NISOT Award, and this year, one of the instructors selected is Susan Mowers, who teaches English here at GRCC.
I always tell my students in my introductory letter when I talk about my teaching life that I knew from the time I was a 3rd grader that I would be an English major. Not necessarily an English teacher, but an English major, because my favorite pastime as a kid was reading books. And I even have memories of friends coming over to play and I'd say, oh, you know, Barbies are in the closet, I'm going to read for a little while. I mean, a terrible friend, but that was just my passion. I think I know if I'm effective when my students say to me things like, and this probably won't shock you, but most students who come into my English 101 class will say things like, I'm not a writer, I'm a terrible writer, I don't have anything to say, English is hard, I don't like this subject. And I know that I've had a positive effect when I have a conversation like one I had the other day with a woman who stayed back and she said, you know, I never thought of myself as a writer before. She said, you know, I knew I had things to say. She said, but now I know that they deserve to be put down on paper. Now I know that I have stories that need to be told. And when a student comes back and even says something like, you know, writing isn't as bad as I thought. It's not as hard as I thought. I really like this piece that I did. Or I'm not really afraid anymore to get a writing assignment because I know I can go back and back and back again and again and revise it so it can become closer to what my original vision was. I know I've had an effect. Or I hear from a student, I have a student who is in exercise physiology now, and he wrote me an email and he said, I never would have believed how much I would use what you taught in English. You know, he's not in that area, so that's why I know I've had an effect. I think that critical thing, and it sounds so simple and simplistic, it really is simple, is that the really good instructor builds a relationship with his or her students, that they care about who the people are in the seats, that they care about their lives beyond the classroom, and that I think once you develop that relationship and you show that you understand who they are and what their worries might be and what the pressures on their lives are, that they can reach a level of calmness and willingness to work with you. It's not just a job. In other words, it's not just a place I go and then leave. I have 125 faces that I take with me everywhere I go. And I'm able to talk with them on a level that is more than just, you know, that you're a C writer. It's more about the story that they have to tell. And I think that's what separates it, is that having a relationship with your students first and foremost. You can know everything there is to know about your subject, but if your students don't think that there's any connection to them, then you know you're just talking to an empty room.
To learn more about our English department, visit grcc.edu or call 234-GRCC. And speaking of excellent faculty, Duane Davis, one of the best-known instructors from GRCC, is retiring. His contributions to the arts in Grand Rapids are so extensive, he was actually honored this spring by the Grand Rapids Symphony Orchestra.
Thank you so much for this recognition. 40 years ago, who would have known that we would be considered legacies? We came here as newlyweds, new graduates, new teachers, and just did what we do because someone did it for us. And we're so appreciative that you recognize our passion for what we do.
All of you know Duane for his musical accomplishments and all the things that he does as an outstanding teacher. I know him as that person as well, but I know him even more and respect him even more as a father and a husband, an uncle, a brother, and all the things he is to the family. This is family stuff, and it goes beyond anything that you could ever write, you could ever read about. This is really, really the essence of this man. He's as good in the family as he is with all of these other things that you guys come out to applaud him for. And I applaud him for this, but I applaud him for even more for being who he is. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. I love you. I thank these fabulous students because these students are who I was 44 years ago. And that's why I love this institution. These students are full of talent, full of hope, full of desire, and the faculty is so dedicated to nurturing that, and I will miss that family of students and faculty. Thanks to all of you.
To learn more about our music program, visit grcc.edu or call 234-GRCC or you can watch the next segment in which our music faculty can tell you why GRCC might be the right place for you.
If you're the student who wants a career in music but doesn't know how to go about it, then GRCC is the place for you to start.
If you're looking for a place to study the guitar and want to transfer to a college or university, our students often transfer with scholarships. Grand Rapids Community College would be a great place for you.
If you're the type of student who loves to perform in choral ensembles, GRCC has some of the most respected performing groups in the region.
If you're looking for a career as an audio engineer and don't know where to start, well, then GRCC is for you.
If you want to major in music education but can't afford 4 years at one of Michigan's state universities, GRCC has the only accredited community college music program in Michigan.
If you're the type of student who likes to play jazz or just wants to learn more about it, GRCC has ensembles in voice and instrumental jazz for you.
To the hands of time.
If you're the type of student who's interested in the architecture behind the music, GRCC has music theory classes that can teach you about that.
If you're the type of student who wants to learn about music of other cultures, GRCC has courses for you.
If you're the type of student who really loved playing in your high school orchestra or band, but you're a non-music major, GRCC has ensembles for you.
You have to heal your heart, yeah. Whatsoever you sow, you will reap.
If you've always wanted to learn how to improvise but didn't know where to start, GRCC has the classes for you.
If you're thinking about majoring in music but don't know quite where to start, the GRCC Audition Workshop is for you.
If you have musical talent and you want a college that will help you make the most of it, then GRCC is definitely the place for you.
In addition to music, there are many options for student involvement at GRCC. Every year, we honor and maybe humiliate a little student leaders by having them give an overview of all the student organizations. And just in case you haven't seen enough of me yet, keep your eyes peeled for my lovely mug in this next segment.
Welcome students to CC.
Here's a guide
to help you see all the stuff
going on to help into
the college scene.
ISO is where to stand if you're moving from a far-off land.
Promote Hispanic heritage, culture, and Spanish language.
The ASO for anyone who wants to know about Africa. The BSU Broforest aim to save local Obama aim.
Represent your country and foreign affairs at the UN.
Or save the earth. Learn to sustain the environments in pain.
Come together, fellowship, enhance your spiritual trip.
Gerontology is where the aging you become aware.
Taking pics incessantly, then jump into photography.
Who knows, maybe your work is pick front page in the collegiate.
Sing your heart out, play your butt off, Mingus to Rachmaninoff. Ensembles in every way from Herbie Hancock to Bizet.
Pottery, acrylic glass, the League of Arts supports and mass.
Standouts there for you and me, and individuality.
Be in charge, govern these halls, Student Congress leads us all.
Or help to plan activities that better us with CAB.
Pearly white, sturdy heart, bodies are a work of art. Learn to heal, learn to treat in dental, nursing, and OT.
Watch, discuss, and celebrate, and share your love for anime. Or put controllers in your hand, destroy your foe, reclaim your land.
Stand on stage, emote, recite, create a world on opening night.
Decorate, design, have fun, enhance your career in fashion.
Right or left?
Left or right.
Argue this one through the night.
Either way, you can't sway the
rivalry that's
here to stay.
Take the field, the track, the course. Spike it, hit it, kick it hard. Pick your sport, compete away. Touchdowns, goal, score points all day.
Win addresses issues that upon today's women impact.
It ain't all work, let's have some fun, as long as it's with everyone.
Student life, you and me, the cultural community.
Healthcare, sports, the arts, or dance.
Worship, govern, take a stance.
Doesn't matter who you are,
where you are from,
or what you believe,
what you like,
who you like.
Student life's the place to be.
Did you see me? Did you see me? As you probably know, Grand Rapids Community College offers degrees in the arts and sciences. But what you may not know is that's only half of what we do. The other half is known as workforce development. And during these tough economic times, this half is busier than ever.
We are all part of the West Michigan workforce. Regardless of where we work, or even if we are looking for work, each of us makes up one part of an interconnected system. The paths our careers take vary, and often there are gaps between where our experience has led us and where we need to be. Gaps are also formed when innovations create a demand for new sets of skills, when industries are redefined by changes in the market, or when a community chooses a new strategic direction. GRCC's workforce development is there for individuals when they encounter that gap and wonder how they're going to get across. We meet learners where they are and engage them in whatever learning opportunities they need. We are there for when you begin, for when you move on, for when you change. From a seminar to customized training to a certificate to a degree, we have the right-sized bridge for whatever gap you're facing. A cursory glance at our many programs might appear like what you would find at any community college. Various healthcare options, a culinary program, skilled trades, drafting and design, business and computer applications. But what distinguishes GRCC from others is a level of excellence in instruction and an intentional design that allows you to always transition to another learning option.
We have had in the last year, as a result of our School of Workforce Development emphasis on continuum of learning, which is simply put is a pathway for students to come to Grand Rapids Community College at any point in their educational training needs. And the hope is that a student can come into a training solutions course and that they will then come back to GRCC in a credit program and continue on in the advancement of their career.
Take our automotive program. You could opt for the Job Training Auto Technician program and learn an employable skill in 18 weeks. You could then shift up into our associate's degree with all your job training classes articulating. You could opt then for a bachelor's degree from Ferris State University, knowing that the entire associate's degree would transfer. After completing that, we would have continuing education non-credit classes to help you maintain state licensure requirements. This model is present for other skilled trades, like the construction trades or welding. 18-week job training transfers through to an associate's, through to a bachelor's at Ferris. Non-credit and continuing education options keep you up to date once you have your degree. Start here, and you'll always have additional learning options. One glance at the development of Michigan Street next to GRCC reveals one of our biggest areas of focus: healthcare. And for this medical mile, we start even earlier in a learner's life with a Summer Health Career Academy for 9th and 10th graders. Partnering with local hospitals, we've created health job training programs in patient registration and health unit coordination. Partnering with local pharmacies like CVS, Meijer, and Walgreens, we've developed a pharmacy technician program. Our degreed health programs in nursing, occupational therapy, radiological technology, and dental are second to none, and just like the skilled trades, are designed to allow a student's momentum to continue, either by transferring to four-year institutions or by returning to GRCC for continuing education classes. Once you start here, we'll keep you learning here.
I think one of the cool things about the community college level is that we really try to accommodate people who are at different stages in lives. It's not straight out of high school, come to college, I'm going to be a nurse when I grow up and that's it. And some of our students do that, but a lot of our students have done other careers or have been doing other things, and it just gives a lot of flexibility. So being able to teach at this level, I feel like I'm doing more to help this nursing shortage than even to teach in a four-year institution.
Through the School of Arts and Sciences, GRCC has developed an associate's degree in social work, transferable to four-year degrees in the same field. And once you've earned that bachelor's in social work, the School of Workforce Development offers classes to keep your certification up to date. One of the crown jewels in GRCC is our culinary program, named after local businessman Peter Secchia. Taught by some of the best master chefs in the world, Our students intern at restaurants around the globe and have earned the deep respect of the hospitality professionals in our community. The skills of our staff result in many serving as consultants for food and nutrition providers. We reach out to the community by offering seminars in our Institute for Culinary Enthusiasts, and some of our instructors even host their own college-produced and nationally distributed cooking shows.
I place a lot of student in jobs, and that is my biggest goal, is to place students who come to me to say, I want to go to San Francisco. I can find them a place. I want to go to Chicago and work for Japanese. I can try to get them a job. That's fun. And you're starting those students on a new career and a new life.
Manufacturing is alive and well in this community, and you don't want to lose them. They still supply 1 of 5 jobs in the area.
The connection between workforce development and manufacturing is deep. GRCC strives to be responsive to changes in different markets and to anticipate what will be needed for future opportunities. One growth area is the manufacturing of medical devices. Again, we've partnered with local businesses like ATEC Medical, Aspen Surgical, and MedBio, as well as the West Michigan Science and Technology Initiative to guarantee a skilled workforce for this industry. Our plastics program, both credit and non-credit classes, have added the use of medical plastics to the injection molding curriculum. We have partnered with the Greater Grand Rapids Manufacturers Council and the Michigan Manufacturers Technology Center to jointly offer market diversification classes. Continuing education and professional development has created user groups and provide training that allows companies to tackle day-to-day problems in class. And one of our most cutting-edge endeavors is the development of an online curriculum to actually teach the skill of innovation, encouraging students and workers to develop the higher-level thinking skills required in our new economy.
It was probably the first project I could think of that I actually got excited about to do in college, got excited to do about after high school. I mean, you know, you have all these projects that teachers want you to do, and you're doing it because of what? Because you want a good grade. This is the first project I think I did that I actually felt like it was improving my life and felt like I could actually, you know, put it toward my future and toward my career.
In Michigan, sudden changes in employment are common as we struggle with many industries redefining themselves in order to survive. When General Motors announced the closure of its oldest stamping plant, located in Grand Rapids, our MTech and Michigan Works office began to gear up for the increased demand in training. To bridge the gap for dislocated workers or adults who haven't attended college for many years, GRCC offered the Career Advancement Program, known as CAP.
The more I'm away from the CAP class, the more I appreciate it. If you're a little low on courage, but you're sure you can do it, you think you can do it, you need reassurance, CAP is the way to go.
We have aligned our curricula with local opportunities. In areas like sustainable construction, we are leaders, with our students building and remodeling homes for Habitat for Humanity that meet LEED standards. And now that our state, in alignment with the federal government, has prioritized the areas of alternative energy, wind energy, advanced manufacturing, medical devices, and aerospace, we are striving to make sure we offer the courses needed to employ the workers for those areas. Certainly, there are internal hurdles that we face. There are procedural and philosophical challenges we must confront within GRCC in order to be even more nimble at what we do. We are proud of the progress we have made and believe that, with new leadership, we can better accomplish our goal of providing a true continuum of learning in all our programs. We will continue to meet all learners wherever they are and make sure they have a bridge to cross to that next level.
We really do go out as a college in general to help the students. I love the open door policy. I love the freedom to help anybody and to help them succeed, and I really do feel that we do that here very well at Grand Rapids Community College.
I find after spending a couple of months with them, because they're in my class for 18 weeks, after spending a couple months with them, they're talking about continuing on with their education. They never thought that they would be in a college at all in the first place.
Being in workforce development, hearing that they have a job, or they've continued with their school, and that I was able to get them excited is really important to me.
I like seeing the students grow. I like seeing them learn, making them struggle, but yet making them learn when they come out the other side. I always like the challenge of it. It's a lot of fun to see how far I can go with them, see how much I can get out of that 9.5 pounds they wear on top of their shoulders.
Our culinary program receives support from many local companies and individuals every year. We do our best to acknowledge that support. And this year, we gave a little surprise shout out to the CEO of Great Lakes Grilling.
Hi, I'd like to thank everybody for this award. I am genuinely honored to be in this position. I am totally surprised.
Good to see you.
Well, our relationship began, I'd say, about 6-7 years ago, working with Chef Angus Campbell, who has become a very good friend of Great Lakes Grilling. And the experiences that we've had with him have benefited both our organization and opened the opportunity for us to work with the students here at the culinary school. Again, I'm very grateful for this honor. I'm not sure that I deserve it. My partner John Rich should be here with me, but I think the Heritage has a very good program going right now, and we do anything we can to help build on that.
To learn more about our culinary arts program, please visit grcc.edu. Well, that's our show for this month. I hope you learned a lot about your community's college. In addition to watching this on TV, you can also watch us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/grcc. So just in case you need your Roberto fix, you know where to find me. Thanks for watching.